Hey guys, this is our trip to Japan, and I wanted to share some of the lessons learned. First, we're going to talk about the best time to go and what to pack. You want to make sure that you limit the amount of luggage that you bring. It's not because the airlines don't allow you, but when you are transporting from one location to another, and that's what we were planning to do, it would be easier if you had something that was light, like a backpack for sure, or a carry-on that converts to a backpack, which is what I did. So, and we were only there for 7 days, so I didn't need to bring that much. Also, plan for the weather. So we came in June, and so if you are looking to travel and you're not fond of humidity, I would skip June and hopefully go spring and see the cherry blossoms, or go to fall and enjoy the colors. I'm sure it's amazing for your airline fare. I would suggest looking months ahead. I believe I saw flights to Japan that were around $600, but that was in December of 2023, and I wasn't ready to commit. Plus, I wanted to save up a little bit of money before I decided to go, but then I waited too late. I wanted a tax return to pay for the trip. It was $1,400, and I could have saved so much money if I went ahead and booked it earlier. I'm going to share my Google Sheets to track all my lodging, transportation, flights, and all the incidentals, and also our tour in Okinawa. So now let's talk about must-see attractions. So since we were only there for 7 days, I had to limit it to what we like to do. So Griffin likes anime. We had to go to Akihabra. He likes animals. So there's actual animal cafes in Tokyo, but you need to make reservations prior to arrival. They limit the amount of time and the amount of people that are in those cafes. That way, it's more about enjoying the experience for yourself and also for the animals. It's less stress, right? And we got a chance to enjoy Tokyo Tower. Food, of course, ramen was our favorite. Some of the sushi, honestly, I like US better. The sushi was fresh, don't get me wrong, but we do get creative with our rolls. Didn't get a chance to see the temples, but we did get a chance to go to Mount Fuji. Now for Okinawa, challenge that Briar gave Griffin to try volcano ramen, which is like a 0 to 1,000. So basically it is increasing the spice level to 1,000. And if you're able to finish, or even just a portion of it, they will give you the cost of the ramen noodles itself. And of course, snorkeling. We got a tour for Kerama Islands. It is basically a dive boat with two groups. You have a dive group and a snorkeling group that took you to the islands. It was beautiful, clear, blue water. They provided the wetsuit, snorkel, fins. They took pictures of you and provided lunch, towels. So it was an easy day. And for $60 a person, I booked it from Viator. It's a no-brainer. And then when we returned to Tokyo, we had to go to Akihabra. So it was basically shopping for stuff. Towards the end, you have to experience Shibuya crossing. That is just fun. We had a chance to actually enjoy Tokyo in that little section. Transportation in Tokyo is honestly by far best by rail. There's 3 different types. You have like the metro, bus, the JR line, and bullet trains. Now the metro and some of the buses, you will need to use yen. However, for the JR pass, you can use the JR line, bullet train, also ferries. Some of the buses will take them. Now, the other thing that's available in Japan for transportation is Go. It's an app that functions like Lyft and Uber. You can actually select your pickup and drop off. You get the cost ahead of time. So when you're tired and you don't feel like navigating Metro, it's the best way to go. When you are using the Metro or any of the rail system, be mindful of where you stand. They're very considerate and they're very polite people. If you are not in a rush, you stand on the left to allow people to pass you on the right. In Okinawa, for some reason, that switched. This way, people can get to their destination. They have different rails and speeds between local, rapid, express, and the bullet. So you want to make sure that we allow them to get to their destination if we're just strolling and not really in a rush. The other thing is to use Google Maps. Maps actually tells you which transportation are available to you, and you can select the times and then which rail to take. It tells you what platform, how many stops, how much it costs. It's super helpful. They accept Visa, but not everywhere. Go to a 7-Eleven. They have ATM machines actually connect to international banks, including the United States. So you don't need to go to an exchange location to be able to get currency. You can just pull it from the ATM machine. Now, Japan is fairly safe, full of polite, humble, quiet people. They're very mindful. I believe primary religion is Buddhist. They are about leaving it better for the next person. It is an amazing way to be. That was one of the things that I wanted to take away coming back to the United States. Be more mindful, be polite, make sure I leave things better for the other person, whether they do it for me or not. It's not about me. They focus on other people. So bring that same energy when you go and visit. Okay, let's talk about staying connected. In Japan, of course, everything is a different network. So there's two ways to communicate. We use the pocket Wi-Fi. That was something that my daughter suggested, which was excellent. We tried using the SIM card. The data wasn't that great, so we just relied on the pocket Wi-Fi. Plus, you can actually contact your carrier. And for a small amount, I believe we used $5 per day for T-Mobile to provide data. And that was enough to get you around, use Google Maps and ChatGPT, and that's all you really need to navigate and communicate. I tried using Google Translate, but you have to speak clearly. So if there is a pause, Google Translate will create a space. When Griffin ate that spicy ramen, his stomach was so upset he had to go to a pharmacy. Google asked for antacid, and it separated ant and acid. So the pharmacist took me to the bug spray, and that's not what we needed. But they actually have their own translator machine, so then they can speak to it and then show you. I use ChatGPT between speaking to it, or if it's too loud, I went ahead and typed it in, and that was super helpful. We had a lot of laughs between myself and the pharmacist, so that was a great time. We had an amazing time, even though it was only for 7 days. If you decide to go to Japan, I would suggest going for 2 days. Take 2 days at each location. Pick a hotel that is close to the rail station. This way you can just walk within a few minutes. You're at your hotel and you're at the rail station and you're ready to go. Bring extra cash because you're going to need it. If you have a power bank or your cell phone, bring that along with you. If you don't, Japan thinks of everything. You can rent these charger box. Scan the QR code, put in your payment information, and then they will rent you the little power box. You can take it with you and then drop it off in another location. So then that way you're charging while you're traveling. Also be prepared, not everything is available at different locations. The Go app, Uber style ride is available. However, when you get to more remote locations like Hoshino-Hakai, which is like a small little village, they didn't have that Go app available. So we had to find a taxi, and that actually worked out great. One last thing, you don't need a visa for Japan, so just go ahead and book your travel. Now remember, key points, plan ahead, be patient with yourself, travel like a local, and you will appreciate every moment. Anyways, allow the best parts of Japan to change you. Click and subscribe. Thank you for watching.